Guys, welcome back to another episode of A Cup of Joe with your girl Joni Lori. Today we're still on a health spree, so we're gonna do oatmeal cookies, but the healthy way. But of course the bananas used to be way riper than this, to the point where they look like they're going to rotten, like really dark, because you know the darker the banana, the sweeter the so the bananas you need, well, you don't need it, but I like to add some sort of nuts. You can add peanuts, but of course peanuts kind of high in like cholesterol, so these are better. Walnuts, they have omega-3 in them, they're antioxidants, yada yada yada, so they're good. Of course you need your oats. It's oatmeal cookies, guys. I mean, come on. So oats. I'm also going to put Cheerios, because I'm going to blend them out. Just for more texture, I'm going to add some Cheerios, and it's the 100%. Again, we're going to use honey for our natural sweetener, because as much as it's a healthy thing, we don't want it to taste like nobody's going to want to eat them. Healthy doesn't have to mean it tastes bad. So, honey. We need a little bit of salt and some oil, like tad bit of oil, to like greasy pans. So you're going to need the pans put in the oven, and you put them in the oven at 180. Alright, so leave them in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. Cookies don't take long, so hey, let's get started. Oh, one more thing, baking powder. Baking powder make it a little more airy. If you don't have to add baking powder, but it makes it a little more airy and soft, so I like to put it in there. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and grease our pan. You go ahead, put it in the oven, and let it stay until you're ready. Go on ahead and you can do about 4 to 6 bananas, depending on how many cookies you want. And then you just use your fork to kind of crush them up. All my bananas, and this is the consistency that you want when you're finished, kind of porridgey, so that the other ingredients can be easily incorporated. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that you can add spices inside, so I'm going to go ahead and add some cinnamon, mix that around. I'm going to also put some nutmeg in there, and don't judge me by the way I am putting my nutmeg in there. I don't like to use the grater sometimes, because I guess it's just laziness, really and truly. So you put a little nutmeg, add a pinch of salt, but that is good. A little vanilla maybe, if you like. And this is the yellow vanilla, which you only need a drop of, as it's so strong. And you just fold all of that in, so the bananas get the flavor. Fold it in, fold it in. At this point, I'm also going to put in my honey. Doesn't even need to be a lot, because the bananas are already sweet. Some people add maple syrup, but maple syrup is not exactly the healthiest. All right, so before I put my oats in, I'm going to blend my Cheerios. My Cheerios in the magic bullet. If you have a blender, use a blender, and we go. I'm gonna add all the Cheerio into the banana mix. You can add your little bit of baking powder. You don't need a lot because it's already going to be soft. And just fold that in. Kinda gives it more body. And now to fold in the oats. Oh wait, let's do the walnuts first. So add the walnuts. That in. It's just like when you're adding flour to when you're making cookies normally. You want the consistency where when you put it down, it holds together. You don't want it running when you put it in the oven. Fold in your oats. When I fold in my oats, I like to make it sit for a little bit, just because you know, oats doesn't exactly get soft right away. I don't want the cookies to be too dry. Alrighty, so we're gonna make it stick for a little bit and put them on our baking sheet. My reflection. Okay, so now that our our butter is, you know, had been sitting for a little while, we're gonna go ahead and place cookie. Okay, so we're just placing our batter onto the baking sheet. Make sure you space them out adequately so that they don't stick together once they start to rise. You don't have to be no fancy shape. I ain't got time for that. I mean, if you want to get creative, I'm sure you can mold it into something cute. Don't make the cookies too flat. You want some body to the cookies. I think this is going to be probably about double the amount I'm putting in here. So this going to go at 9, and I'm going to have a couple of extras. So once I finish this, I will put them in the oven. So we have our second batch ready. We're just gonna put them in the oven, and literally you could eat the batter just like this if you still like me. And I see some almost drop the cookie in. Anyways, Let's go. Fresh out the oven, guys. They look pretty good. Now you know what time it is. It's taste testing time. Let's see how this goes, guys. Fresh and chewy. Very moist. See that? Banana. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.